What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Seoul Dojo Gaming channel. My name is Curtis and I write about video games. Now today we are talking about a game that I'm actually pretty excited for. It's Sonic Frontiers. Now IGN is doing this IGN first over this game, and it's very exciting because when we first saw this game, we first saw the trailer, we were like, oh, obviously this is Breath of the Wild Sonic. That's exactly what it's looking like. This IGN first shows a very isolated world that Sonic's on. No friends, no Knuckles, no Tails from what we see so far. And I want to talk about some of the things I like from this gameplay world premiere and some of the things that I don't like. So I hate playing Sonic games like this, and especially with games like Sonic Colors, where you're like running super fast and then all of a sudden you have to stop and do some platforming up these little blocks and certain structures and stuff like that. Now in this premiere, he does go up a like really tall structure, and I'm okay with that because that is a certain gameplay section that you should go through. But I hate when like you're picking up all this momentum, you're going really fast, and then Sonic comes to a complete stop because you have to go through some obstacles. But in this game, it seems like so far you're just kind of going fast. There's a little bit of grinding, of course, with his feet, you know, that's always great. Then of course he goes through the circles and he continues with all this momentum, and I love those moments with Sonic and just going really fast, and I love those moments are great. But of course this is of like a really probably a decently early build of the game. I guess there is a lot of elements and mechanics that are in there. Of course you see Sonic, a lot of times you're seeing him do this little, I guess this little ground pound thing where he just comes to a complete stop and just stomps on the ground. And I think that's just a mechanic from multiple different Sonic games that he's taken into this game. You do see the quick sidestep that he does. We haven't seen too many enemies, and I think with the teaser trailer, that's what I really like to see, is like a lot of the enemies that we saw in the teaser trailer. It looks like a different types of enemies you see. But like I said, this game is looking more and more like the Legend of Zelda Sonic thing that everybody thought it was going to be. Now, I said this on Twitter. Legend of Zelda, officially for me, is one of the most influential games of this generation, because you look at how they did world design and how open world games, or how that open world game was, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, how that game was and how it redefined open world games. Now you're seeing games like Sonic are kind of taking that and putting their own twist on it, because this is very much a Sonic game. You look at the mechanics, you look at the way Sonic moves, you look at like just some of the speed bursts you can do. It looks so fun. Now let's talk about some of the downsides. It looks a little too isolated, and I know this is just like the first time we see the gameplay, but it does look a little too isolated. There's not really too much going on. Of course, we don't have no context of the story. You do see a little bit of puzzles, things like that, but other than that, we didn't really see any enemies. There's no Eggman bots or anything like that going on. There's nothing really. It seems like the world is a little too dry. It's a little too empty right now. But of course, I'm taking it with a grain of salt, because it is an IGN first, and this is like, they have, with IGN first, they have to take the content and spread it over a month. So of course we're just kind of getting a feel of the game with this first world premiere of the gameplay. So with this gameplay, we're not going to see too much. So yeah, I think the gameplay looks good. I do think the gameplay looks good. Of course, because it's a little bit of an earlier, I would say it's a little bit of an earlier build. Kind of looks like a tech demo. There's some things here and there popping, weird moments where like Sonic's going up the structure, but all of a sudden he starts kind of grappling in, he starts climbing it, and then he goes back to running. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but they kind of went with it. And yeah, there's just little technical issues here and there, but other than that, we're gonna know more about this game as the month goes on. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about Sonic Frontier so far, if you guys have seen the trailer. And man, get in the comments, make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo, and I'll check you guys later. All right, also follow me on Twitter at Cali from the Dojo. I'll check you guys later. All right, peace.